Hey guys, Brad from Blue Nile Fire and welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to show you how to take melted belt off of a metal object, specifically a pulley. You know, a lot of times when you run a riding mower, zero-turn mower, basically a car tractor, you know, they run with belts. And in this situation, my backhoe, my water pump froze up and the belt basically kept on spinning and it just melted right into this pulley of the alternator. So what I'm going to do today is going to show you how to remove all that melted rubber so we can get this thing back in action. So if you're interested in learning how to do this simply and easily, stay tuned. So I want to give you a real close-up, and you can see in here all this belt is just melted all the way around the entire pulley system. And what we're going to wind up doing is a lot of people traditionally would probably take a screwdriver and really try to dig this out. And then you can scar and mess up your pulley system. So what I'm going to try to do is utilize a form of heat that will actually be used to melt that rubber off, and then we'll kind of just get it scraped off as it's heated. And that's pretty much the method that we're going to do, and I'm going to show you the tools that will make this a little bit easier. And I'm going to kind of show you the tools that you may not want to use. But you can see how encrusted this is. And this is hard rubber, so it's not going to come off very easy. So I want to go over the tools that we're going to use for this project. And I know there's a lot of different methods out there that you can use, but I'd like to show you my method and kind of show you the tools that we use. Number one, I like to use a VEVOR, a plastic welder. It doesn't matter if it's a VEVOR or not, but this is what I used. It's a 1600 watt. You can go up to 600 degrees Celsius or 1200 degrees Fahrenheit, so it can get pretty hot. And what we're going to utilize this for, because it is a plastic welder, and I have a tip on it where it's really specific, where I can apply heat directly to a spot that I want. Basically, we'll use this to loosen up or break down that rubber, and it'll make it really easy for it to come off. As it breaks down, what we're going to do is use something like a wood biscuit that is basically concave, where because my pulley itself is a V-belt, I can get really down and low and start peeling it off. If any rubber actually came onto the biscuit, I can actually just throw it out and not worry about it getting on my tools. The other thing I used a little bit also to help me out was a lag bolt. That was just so I can get in there and scrape and throw this out if I wasn't happy with all the rubber on it. But you can use a screwdriver if you wish, or any other kind of tool to help you gently lift out all that rubber. It really doesn't matter what you use. Just something to actually get in there and dig it out once you have it heated. And lastly, once it's heated and you get the bulk out, all I used is a wire brush. Basically cleaned up our pulley and got rid of all that rubber, and it made it look as good as new. This is the process that I'm going to use, and I'm going to show you real quickly how well this worked out. So, and I also sped it up in time, so you're basically not watching it for a long period. But it only took 15 minutes to clean out both sets of this pulley, and it went really smooth. So let me show you the process. So you can see how clean it is now. Can't ask for any better than that. And like I say, as you spin it and turn it around, we got what we needed to do. And all that remnants and stuff are all down on the ground, but worked out really well. So let's go over some of the other methods that you could use to do the same thing as far as extracting the rubber from the pulleys, you know, once they're melded on there. Because there are different methods that are out there. Some are a little bit more efficient than others, some have more hazards than others, but I kind of want to go over them. So you can use a torch. Problem with the torch is because like we're on the alternator, you're going to have too much excessive heat, maybe a fire, and maybe something that burnt. You can actually use brake cleaner or some kind of solvent to help break down the rubber and also try to pry it out with a chisel or some other scraping device. It may work for you, but it may take longer. Grinding, when you heat wheel to the rubber, it can actually smear, and chiseling takes a lot of work and it's a lot of extra effort, and it'll take a lot longer. So the benefits of using the plastic welder over a heat gun is you're going to have a lot more extra heat. You can actually put it to a more concentrated area, and the benefit of this, it will soften that rubber quickly, but not creating so much excessive heat that's going to create a fire. Plus, any kind of surrounding area that's a potential issue, like wiring, won't get affected due to the heat because you have it to a specific spot. Hey guys, thanks for watching that video. Hopefully that gave you guys some tidbits on how you can utilize a plastic welder for more than just melding plastic. It was just an easier method that I found that works real well for this situation, and I wanted to pass the information on to you to give you something else in your arsenal to try. You know, until you try it, you'll never know how easy it is. I think it did a great job, a lot less work, and I was really happy with it. So give it a try, see how you like it. Give me a comment on the bottom if you really tried it out and if it worked well for you, because I really was happy with what my results were. So again, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll talk to you soon.